Mason City Toros opening up the 2021-2022 season, their inaugural season against the Alexandria Blizzard, as it's an exciting start to a new era, new team with the same tradition. I'm Joel Norman, the voice of the Toros this season, and we're joined now by Marquise Cotten, assistant coach for this first ever Toros team. And Marquise, first off, how exciting is that to be getting started with a team where it's, they've got a great tradition in place, but it's a brand new team in a lot of ways?
Well, it's super exciting, honestly, just to even get the call to, make the jump to junior hockey and come into a, storied franchise such as this and be able to kind of pick up where Todd said had left off, our GM, and be able to kind of fill his shoes. It's going to be great.
What's excited you most about this opportunity? How did it even start about? Because you introduce yourself a little bit to Toros fans.
So I'm from D.C., Washington, D.C., and so a buddy of mine knows Nick's brother, and we ended up meeting and chatting, and from there it just kind of fell into place where his brother was coming back from playing professional, and I was already coaching back home some AAA hockey back there, and then, we just kind of started talking, and just so happened that Nick took this job and, gave me a call, and we just kind of clicked and meshed on the phone, and so we thought it would work this year, and so far so good.
What's that like so far, the collaboration between you and Nick? And it seems like there's a great chemistry between the two of you, and it seems like that's going to lead to some great things this year.
Yeah, no, it's been really, really good, really smooth. There's really I wouldn't say there's no learning curve, but there is a small learning curve between the two of us. But other than that, it's been awesome, and you can kind of see it in the group of guys that we have now, where they're super tight-knit already.
Let's touch on some of those guys. 5 returning players. You had a great opportunity to see some of these guys already just in the last couple of weeks or so. What are some of your expectations for this group, and what excites you about them?
What excites me is the leadership group that we have coming back. All 5 guys are great kids, and they work hard, and they kind of push the pace of the group, and it's going to be really key for them to kind of stay in the mix with our guys and keep the young guys and the new guys to keep them accountable, and they're doing a great job of that so far. And I mean, we're seeing it on the ice in practice where everybody's starting to get a little snappier, and it's been awesome so far. So we're expecting that to kind of take the trajectory straight up.
Explain to fans what your role as an assistant coach is. Is there one thing you focus on, or are you kind of just helping wherever Nick needs you to?
So I kind of fill in wherever Nick needs. Nick was a very good defenseman in his playing days, and still is a great mind of the game, whether it be forward or defense. I've been coaching defense for the last 2 years, but I was a forward when I played, so I can, we kind of mix minds on that sort of stuff, but, I kind of fill in wherever he needs and do a little bit here and there. As far as skill work, we usually split off and do our own thing, so It's usually pretty good.
It seems like then, since you've been naturally a forward from your playing career, but have been coaching defensemen, it seems like that's really adding to your repertoire as a coach in a lot of ways.
Yeah, no, it's been great to be able to kind of look at the game differently and from a different lens. It's been helping me tremendously in the amount of things that now I can touch on and help kids with, whether it be the kids here on the Toros or on the Bulls, or even back home in my skill lessons or anywhere at all. It's been great.
I think one of the nice things about you and Nick is your age as the coaches. You're not that far removed from a lot of these guys. I'm sure you guys don't want to think you're far removed from them either, but yes. I think that's definitely a nice bright side in a lot of ways. You're not too far away from your playing days. What are some of the things that you use in terms of your playing experience that you try to pass on to these players?
So I say there's a bit of a shift in the guard where we're of that younger generation where we have the old style coaching and maybe a little bit of new style of coaching. We're taking a good mix of both, and I think that we're at that perfect spot where we can find out what the kids really need and who responds to what, and really give that to each kid versus I'm just going to have my way and my way of the highway kind of thing, because in that way we don't want to lose kids. We don't want to lose that motivation to give to the kids. So we try to be real players, coaches, and it's been working out, so we're going to keep rolling with it.
There's a lot of goals you've got in mind for this season, I imagine. You and Nick have a lot of ideas of what you want this team to be. Based on what you've seen so far, what kind of team can Mason City fans expect to see on the ice? Is this going to be a tight checking group, a high scoring group, or a defensive focus group, perhaps?
So as of right now, still early, so we're still trying to figure out some of those bumps and see where we're going to land. But as of right now, we're going to be real fast. We're going to play in transition a lot. Hopefully a high-scoring group. I'd love to see that. But we have great goaltending and great defensive work too. So we can kind of feel the need wherever we need to and play how we need to play to win. because that's all we're really focused on right now is just getting W's on the board.
Absolutely, and stacking up early as well with a lot of home games, really part of the focus as well. This is Marquise Cotten joining us. Marquise, best of luck this season. Welcome to Mason City.
Awesome.
Let's have a fun year.
Let's do it. Thanks.
That was Marquise Cotten, assistant coach for the Mason City Toros, and this has been Toro Talk. Just came up with that ending on the spot, so hopefully
I like Toro.